Dancing in My Nuddy Pants by Louise Renison. Read by Louise Renison. She who laughs last laughs the laughingest. Sunday, November 21st. My bedroom. Midday as the crow flies, throwing it down. I've just seen a sparrow be quite literally washed off its perch on a tree. It should have had its umbrella up. But even if it had had its umbrella up, it might have slipped on a bit of wet leaf and crashed into a passing squirrel. That is what life is like. Well, it's what my life is like. Once more, I am beyond the valley of the confused and treading lightly in the universe of the huge red bottom. What is the matter with me? I love the sex god, and he is my only one and only, but try telling that to my lips. Dave the Laugh only has to say, "You owe me a snog," and they start puckering up. Well, they can go out on their own in future. 12:30 p.m. I wonder why the sex god hasn't phoned me. The Stiff Dillons got back yesterday from their recording shenanigan. Maybe he got van lag from travelling from London. Or maybe he has spoken to Tom, and Tom has just happened to say, "Oh, Robbie, we all went to a fish party last night, and when we were playing Truth, Dare, Kiss or Promise, your new girlfriend, Georgia, accidentally snogged Dave the Laugh. You should have been there. It was a brilliant display of red bottomosity. You would have loved it. Oh, God! Oh, Goddy, God, God! I am a red-bottomed minx." 12:35 p.m. On the other foot, no one saw me accidentally snog Dave the Laugh, so maybe it can be a secret that I will never tell, even in my grave. 12:45 p.m. But what if Jazz has accidentally thought about something else besides her fringe and put two and two together vis-a-vis Dave the Laugh and blabbed to her so-called boyfriend Tom? She is, after all, radio Jazz. 1 p.m. I would phone Jazz, but I'm avoiding going downstairs because it's sheer bonkerosity down there. Mr. and Mrs. across the road have been over at least 1 trillion times saying, "Why? Oh, why? And how?" And occasionally, "I ask you, why? And how?" At least I'm not the only red-bottom minx in the universe, or even in our street, actually. Naomi, their pedigree sex kitten, is pregnant, even though she has been under house arrest for ages. Well, as I have pointed out to anyone who can understand the simplest thing, that is, me, and, that's it, Angus cannot be blamed this time. He is merely an innocent stander-by in furry trousers. 2:05 p.m. I was forced to go downstairs in the end to see if I could find a bit of old Weetabix to eat. Fortunately, Mr. and Mrs. across the road had gone home. However, the loon leader, Dad, was huffing and puffing about trying to be grown up, twirling his ridiculous beard and adjusting his trousers and so on. I said, "Farty, people might take you more seriously if you didn't have a tiny badger living on the end of your chin." I said it in a light-hearted and très amusant way, but as usual he went sensationally ballistic. He shouted, "If you can't be sensible, be quiet!" Honestly, the amount of times I am told to be quiet, I might as well have not wasted my time learning to speak. I could have been a mime artist. 2:15 p.m. I mimed wanting to borrow a £5, but Mutty pretended she didn't know what I wanted. Back in my bedroom. 2:45 p.m. Mr. and Mrs. across the road came round again, with the backup loons, Mr. and Mrs. next door. I thought I'd better sneak down and see what's going on. No sign of Angus, thank the Lord. I don't think this is his sort of party. That is, a cat lynching party. Mr. across the road, Colin, is a bit like Farty, all shouty and trousery and unreasonable. He said, "Look, she's definitely, you know, in the family way. The question is, who is the father?" Dad, the well-known cat molester, said, "Well, Colin, as you know, we took Angus to the vet and had him, seen to, so there is no question in that department." Mr. across the road said, "And they were dealt with, were they? They were quite clearly, snipped." This was disgusting. They were talking about Angus's trouser snake addendums, which should remain in the privacy of his trousers. They rambled on for ages, but as Gorgie Henri, Our French student teacher...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?